Oh, yeah.
All right, come on, Dandy, man. Let's have it.
This letter is on the subject of marriage and divorce.
Oh, yes. Whoop, here it is. I give more mail about that subject than any subject under the sun.
Yeah.
All right, listen at this.
This person says, greetings, Pastor Jennings. My question is,
Yes.
I have been divorced and remarried.
You and a whole lot of others.
However,
Uh-huh.
my second husband passed away almost 2 years ago.
All right.
I am currently with my first husband. We have not remarried, but are planning.
All right.
Many have disagreed with our reconciliation, saying you should not return to the first. Can you give advice? We deeply love one another as if we never did divorce.
Yes, I can give you advice. Ignore the liars that's talking to you.
Amen.
That's right.
That's right, Pop. Amen.
That's right.
Wonderful.
When you was married to your second husband,
Amen.
you married a man that wasn't yours.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Why? Your real husband was living.
That's right.
So therefore, the whole time your second husband was living, he was living in adultery.
Adultery. Living adultery.
You got married in adultery. I want religious hard talk, Mr. Boeing, to hear this.
That's right.
I was in Jamaica on his show again.
That's right.
He flashed his ring in my face and told me he got married the second time and he have holy sex. I told him on this program, you ain't having no holy sex. Every time you go up there with your second wife, you're committing adultery. He said, you mean to tell me on my program? I said, I'm telling you as a guest on your talk show, you're committing adultery and you're on your way to hell.
Amen. That's right. That's right. Amen. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We'd have been aired already.
They call it religious hard talk. Let's talk hard.
That's right. That's right.
You got your second, so sister, you had your second husband, so you was living in adultery. So your second husband died, and it liberated you
That's right.
from the second marriage, so therefore you came out of adultery.
That's right.
So now you want to go back to your first husband.
First husband.
Do that.
You're biblical justified.
That's right.
Notice this.
1 Corinthians chapter 7 and at verse 10.
And then I want to get you that are bound to one.
That's right.
Come on, son.
And unto the married I command,
Unto
yet
the
not I
married
but
I
the
command,
Lord.
yet not I but the Lord.
Let not the wife depart from her
Don't
husband.
let the wife leave.
But and if she depart.
Don't let the wife leave.
That's right.
Don't let the wife leave.
But and if she depart.
But if she do leave,
Let her remain unmarried.
let her remain unmarried.
Or
No, let her leave and get some new meat.
let her remain unmarried.
No, let her leave her chicken and get her turkey.
Let her remain unmarried.
Let her leave her ham and get her pork.
Let her remain
Let
unmarried.
her remain unmarried.
Or
Or,
be reconciled to her husband.
that's what you're trying to do, young lady.
That's right.
You want to be reconciled to your husband.
That's right.
Now the Apostle Paul went further.
1 Corinthians chapter 7 and at verse 27.
Oh, here's he stamped the seal of approval on it by God's permission.
Art thou bound unto a wife?
Uh-oh.
Amen.
First one.
All right, you that are listening and watching.
That's right.
Talking about your first wife.
First one.
That's right.
Viewer,
Art thou bound?
listen at me good. Now, some of you watching me this morning and tonight, laying in bed with your second wife. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Yep.
Look at me.
Stop grinning. That's right.
Ain't nothing wrong with your channel. Don't go turning the channel, hypocrite.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Are you listening to the old troublemaker?
Go ahead.
Stop grinning.
Word of God says what?
Art thou bound unto a
Are
wife?
you bound to a wife?
Seek not to be loose.
Don't look for a way out.
That's right.
Don't look for a way.
Don't look for a way out.
Look for a way out.
That statement crushed divorce.
That's right.
Yes, it does.
Crush this.
Now, your religions and preachers that believe you can divorce
Divorce. Oh, no.
because Jesus used the term except it be for fornication.
Fornication.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
if Jesus mean you can divorce,
Right.
the apostles would have had that same exact revelation.
That's right.
Because the book says, then open he
Their understanding.
understanding.
That's
So
right.
therefore, any revelation that come today must be in agreement
That's right.
with what the apostles preached.
That's right.
Do you understand?
That's
Amen.
right.
Now, if you are bound to a wife,
To a wife.
it is written.
Seek not to be loose.
Now, if you say Jesus gave you a way out, then it make Paul lie.
That's right.
Amen.
Someone said, well, Paul said that. Jesus said that.
Jesus said
Jesus said
that.
it. Jesus said it.
Which at the first beginning be spoken by who?
The Lord.
Apostle Paul said, I delivered unto you first of all that which I
Also received.
also received. Where you get it from, Paul? I got it from God.
That's right.
Huh?
That's right.
Listen at this.
Art thou bound unto a wife?
Are you bound?
Bound.
What?
Seek not to be loosed.
Suppose she commit adultery.
Seek not to be loosed.
Suppose she get drunk.
Seek not to be loosed.
Suppose she lie.
Seek not to be loosed.
Suppose she get on crack.
Seek not to be loosed.
That's right. That's sick. Oh, yeah.
Seek not to be
Do you
loosed.
hear that?
That's right.
Your marriage is not over
It's not over.
until you're dead.
That's right.
That's right, sir. Amen.
That's right.
You can keep raising your hands in the air like you just don't care. You was doing good earlier.
That's right. That's right.
Amen.
You're not free until your husband die or your wife die.
That's right.
That's right. Not free, sir.
Graveyard.
Graveyard
Graveyard
dead.
dead, sir.
It is hypocritical for preachers to tell you you can divorce and then perform a wedding telling you to death do you part.
Part. Amen.
That's right.
Divorce is a message that bring asunder
That's right.
That's right.
relationships.
That's right.
And the book says, whom God have joined together,
Not
let
man.
not man put asunder. And if I preach you can divorce, I'm putting asunder a marriage.
That's right.
That's right. Amen.
Go ahead, brother.
That's right. Amen.
That's right, you divide the scriptures.
That's right.
Rightly divided, sir.
That's
Rightly
right.
divided. Rightly divided.
Are you listening?
Amen.
Art thou bound unto a wife?
Hey, viewer, someone wrote me from Portland or somewhere in the country. Dan gave me a letter last night, and one of our ministers in Portland, Oregon, they sent the letter up there. 3-page letter. Some man want to challenge me on remarriage. Want to challenge me on divorce. Pentecostal assemblies of the world been preaching you can divorce since the organization exists.
Amen.
For almost 90 years.
That's right.
Men calling me now at the Midwest. Want a divorce.
Divorce.
On our way out.
Preacher, and when the preacher was talking to me, I asked him, tell me something, fella. You got a second wife? He said, yeah, Pastor Janice. They want to fight to keep them pork chops.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hmm?
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
You got a second wife and your first wife is still living, and you are married to another woman.
An
That's
adultery.
right. Adultery, sir. Adultery.
You're not a Christian.
Not a Christian.
No. No, sir.
No, you're not.
Not a child of God, sir.
Your preacher tell you can divorce. He ain't no Christian.
That's not a Christian.
What do you mean? He ain't like Christ.
That's
Oh,
right.
no.
The apostles were like Christ.
That's right.
What do you mean? One wife
One wife.
till you die.
Watch till you
right.
die.
What is the objective of divorce? To get somebody else.
That's right. That's right.
That's
Nobody's
Somebody else.
divorced to stay to themselves.
That's
No.
right. That's
The
right.
objective of divorce is to get some new meat.
That's
New
right.
meat.
Get rid of your lobster and get your crab.
That's
That's
right.
right. That's right.
That's
And
right.
some got the crabs.
That's what I got to cry, sir. Go ahead, Pastor.
You know, and the purpose of divorce
Amen.
is not to stay single.
No.
Get free.
Purpose of divorce is to get somebody else.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Purpose of divorce is to liberate yourself.
That's right.
That's right.
Unlawfully.
But the word of God says,
Art thou bound unto a wife?
you tell me, preachers in America and abroad, tell me, are you bound to a wife?
Seek not to be loose.
Why are you trying to use Jesus as a way out?
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. From the beginning. Sir.
You're trying to do it.
Why are you trying to use Jesus as a way out?
That's
He
right.
says plainly, seek not.
Seek
that means
not.
you can't even seek a scripture.
No, you can't.
That's
That's
right.
right. No justification.
That's right.
When he says seek not, that shut everything down.
Everything.
That's
Amen.
right. Amen.
You can't seek a prophet. You
Amen.
can't seek a parable.
That's right.
You can't seek an example.
That's
you
right.
can't get an apostle. You can't get an angel from heaven.
Seek
right.
not.
Seek not.
Seek
Because if
not.
you get any scripture
That's right.
and it don't agree with this,
Amen.
That's right.
Amen.
you're seeking a way out.
Seeking a way out.
Jesus said, what?
Art thou bound unto a wife?
Are you bound? Are you in prison? Are you locked up?
Amen.
Unto a wife.
To a wife?
Seek not
Don't seek parole.
to be
right.
loose.
That's what you preachers are doing.
Amen.
That's what
That's
the
right.
devil got you scrambling all through the scriptures.
That's right, sir.
Trying to find ways to divorce. And when the moment you try to find a way to divorce, you're acting out disobedience.
That's right.
Amen.
You're acting out disobedience.
That's right.
Oh, so you didn't see that.
Amen.
You're acting out disobedience because the book says, seek
Seek
not.
not.
Seek not.
That's right.
Seek not.
Amen.
Don't look for it.
That's right.
Don't look nowhere.
That's right.
That's right.
Just accept the fact.
That's right.
You're stuck.
Stuck, sir.
That's it.
Amen.
Stuck.
That's right.
You're stuck. Now
Down.
deal with it.
Amen.
Go ahead.
Amen. Deal with it, sir. Justify yourself. Amen.
Are you
That's
listening?
right. Amen. That's right.
Deal with it.
Deal with
Go
it.
ahead.
The
Amen.
book says don't seek.
Seek
What
not.
are you doing flipping the pages of the scriptures?
Bound by
That's
the
right.
Lord.
Trying to find a way out.
You're bound. You're bound.
Go
It
ahead.
says don't seek.
Seek not.
Do you hear it?
Seek
Do
not.
you hear it?
Seek
Amen.
not.
Amen.
My God, keep telling these men, you need an apostle.
That's right.
what you need.
Amen.
An apostle can see that stuff in the Bible that folks can't see.
That's
Amen.
right.
Amen. Go ahead.
Many
Bob.
of you apostolic preachers, you're bowing to divorce.
Amen.
That's right.
And when you bow to divorce and seeking scriptures to condone it, right then, your very act of seeking
Amen.
is a sin.
That's
Amen.
right.
Amen.
So how can that doctrine be right when your very act is sin?
That's
Go
right.
ahead.
He says what?
Seek not.
Excellent, sir. Excellent.
Don't even seek.
That's
even
right.
seek.
Excellent, sir.
You can't use no prophet.
No prophet, sir. No
That's
apostle,
right.
sir.
What about Moses? One greater than Moses is here.
That's right.
From the beginning, sir. Oh, yeah.
What about Jesus? From the beginning, it wasn't so.
Wasn't so, sir.
That's right.
That's right. Wasn't so, sir.
That's right.
Amen.
What about the apostles?
Seek not.
Bound by the law, sir. Bound by the law.
Seek
That's
not.
right. That's right.
Go ahead,
You're
brother.
bound. Yes, sir.
Are you listening to the old man?
Amen.
Go ahead, man.
Stuck, sir. Excellent, sir.
Paul said what?
Art thou bound unto a wife?
Write me. Here's a question for you. You bound to a wife?
Seek not to be loosed.
Then to stop looking.
Stop looking.
I don't care what any preacher say.
Don't justify
He
it.
tell you you can
That's right.
divorce. He's a liar.
That's a lie.
He got you looking for something that the apostle said don't look.
Seek not.
You
Amen.
bound? Hey, I'm bound.
That's right.
He bound.
Oh, yeah.
He bound.
Oh, yeah.
right.
Any man that's married, bound.
Bound.
Woman, that goes for you too.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
You got a husband, bound.
Bound.
Still bound.
Pastor Jennings, he's strung out, bound.
That's
He's a
right.
crackhead, bound.
Still
He's a
bound.
drunk.
Bound. By the
Now
law.
what you doing? Looking.
That's right.
Looking.
Way out.
Looking for a way out.
That's right.
Amen.
Bound.
The book says
Seek,
what?
seek not
Seek not what?
to be loosed.
Amen.
To be loosed.
Amen. That's right.
There's no way out.
Excellent.
Amen.
Amen.
Am I right, men?
Amen.
Am I right, I say? Talk back to me.
Amen.
Hoorah!
That's right.
It's good to have an army, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Glory to God.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful.
Come on, Dan the man.